Welcome and welcome back again, GAT test taker. In this video, we're going to do module test 16. Retouch, the floor is yours.
Okay, number one, rite and ceremony. I chose A.
Yeah, here. There's synonym here, right, and ceremony here. Okay, that's wonderful. A,
Uh,
magnitude and size. 2, inflate and bigger. When a balloon is inflated or inflates, it gets bigger and bigger.
D, diminished and smaller.
Yeah, diminish and something gets smaller here. So this is a quality. If this happens, it causes this. Nest and a bird, this is a place, and this is the place, or this is the animal, or the bird lives in a nest. Like what?
Cave and bird. Burr.
Yeah,
Burr.
bear. A bear lives in a cave. A teacher works at a school.
Like a waitress works at a restaurant.
Perfect. A pebble is a small boulder.
A pond is a smaller of the
Yeah,
ocean.
a pond is smaller than the ocean. Good. A pebble is a small stone, but a boulder, it's a large piece of rock. Like a pond, it is smaller than the ocean. Good job. Now let's go to the second section. While some people enjoy sodas, I dislike carbonated. I often
Beverages.
drink juice, yeah. So here
D.
I dislike carbonated mixes here.
D.
Yeah, beverages. Good. Drinks. That's wonderful. 7, rather than focus on a specific demographic, our program serves as client base. So
Uh,
here, you need to find the opposite here.
a diverse client base.
Yeah, diverse. I mean that bigger one, widespread one, prevailing one. Despite a wealth of evidence supporting the idea that wolves are very caring, okay, and social creatures, many people still that they are nothing more than cruel, vicious animals.
Assert. D.
So here, assert, okay, I second that. Assert, I mean that they confirm. Number 9, drivers have not been the new traffic rules. There have been several accidents. So
Following and
following, yeah, as a result. That's good. Now let's move to contextual error.
did we skip number?
11. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, you mean 10 here. Okay, my bad.
Uh,
Cars can fit into parking spaces.
A, compact and small.
Yeah, compact cars can fit into small parking spaces. Yeah. I read something before about compact cars and how they can be a good solution for traffic jam. And when the color gets smaller from the back, like compact cars, by the way, this will help a lot decrease the tense of too many cars in the street. Okay, 11, Dr. Simons did an adventure to find out what happens to plants that do not grow, that do not get any sunlight.
B, adventure.
Yeah, adventure, did, you can say uh,
Experiment.
experiment, okay. Research, for example, a survey. It is important to be insufficient. I think it's clear.
A.
Yeah, it's important to be insufficient. It's impossible. This is a no-brainer, by the way. When I look at insufficient here, I think you should be sufficient. Okay, so 13.
13C, electron.
So 13 here, if the power, this is if the power goes out at home, you must rely on electric operation to open the garage door. So here you go for
Electric.
electric here. Yeah. Rely on electric operation? No, not electric. So the powers goes out. How can I use electric operation? The sick child got a shot at the doctor's office, so she would not convert her illness to anyone else in her classroom.
C. Convert.
Yeah, convert. We don't say convert. We say pass. Okay, we pass her illness. My neighbors woke me up last night due to the loud noise and violent speech they were having. The police had to help them settle it.
D. Speech.
Yeah, speech here. We don't say violent speech here. Okay. Okay, not violent speech. Okay, good job. Now let's move to this one here. Find the different one.
Okay. 16. C.
You go for that. They're all prepositions, under, into, within, but that is not a preposition. It's a pronoun. Can be a pronoun, can be a lot of things. Okay.
17. C. Mile.
Yeah, good. Yeah, mile. There are verbs here, but see here, it's a noun. Find a
A.
different one. Yeah,
Beam.
punish.
A.
Yeah, it's a negative one here. Okay, or this is reaction. You punish. If you do something, you get punished. But here, okay. A, 19.
19. C. Leave.
So 19C. Okay, leave. Yeah, these are nouns, but this is a verb. Can be a verb and a noun here. Leaves. Okay, it's a verb here. 20.
20. C.
C, farmer. Yeah, child, adult, teenager. They're related to family, but farmer, it's something related to a job, doing something here. Good. That's wonderful. What a passage here. Now we need to tell you that if you need to read the passage, stop the video here, and then go back to the questions. Now let's go back to the questions here. Okay, so here, 21. Which of the following factors has become the need of the hour in order to grow?
21. B.
Yeah, perfect. Specialization. Okay. Number 22. What are the factors responsible for availability of varied resources across the world?
D. Geopolitical and
Geopolitical and historical. Good, perfect. 23. Due to which of the following reasons multinational corporations prove to be a bane for the receiving country?
23. A.
Uh, A. Due to which of the following reasons multinational corporations prove to be a bane for the receiving country? Is it A, MNCs send their surplus money back to their country of origin, which can be harmful for the developing economies? Okay. What about D? MNCs bring them with them capital to invest in developing countries. Okay. For example,
Yeah.
America invest in Tanzania, in Egypt, anywhere. Such capital can be of utmost use in developing economies where the capital, yeah, I mean the money here, okay, is scarce and where tremendous growth opportunities exist.
D makes more sense. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Number 25,
24.
24, yeah. W- Would you like me to show it in on the passage how you tackle 23?
Yes.
Okay, do 24, we're gonna go visit it again.
Um, 24.
Okay, you know, do you know the meaning of the word bane? The word bane here, I mean that it's a source of harm, okay? A source
Yeah.
of harm. So here, what is due to which of the following reasons multinational corporations like for example, Apple, Microsoft, can be a source of harm for the receiving country. I mean that the countries where they invest, like China, Vietnam, and so on. Okay, now let's go to this part. Let's try to skim the text quickly. Most of the major, I mean, multinational corporations today are headquartered in, I mean, in industrial or developed countries. These companies armed with the latest technology and surplus capital are mainly looking for, like this one, HSBC, and okay, operating capital to tremendous. Okay, look here. Such capital, here is a point here. Such capital, let's read it from multinational corporations bring with them capital to invest in developing countries. Such capital can be of utmost use in developing economies where capital, there is no money, okay, and where multinational corporations can deploy their surplus capital for good returns. I mean that they get something in return, whereas the receiving country can expect a boost to its economic growth. However, quick and mass, okay, repatriation of such capital. I mean that when does what does it mean repatriate? Repatriate or repatriate to take something back to their country. Here is the point: is multinational corporation go to developing countries and they get them flooded with capital and money. But the problem here, and so the economy grows up and up. But when they take this money back quickly, and this is the point here, repatriate. What does it mean, repatriate? Repatriate, I mean that when you take something back to their country, like Trump sometimes repatriate some citizens to their original countries. He wanted to take back some people to their own countries. So this is the mass repatriation of such capital, okay, in volatile times can be equally harmful to the economy of the developing countries here. So bringing a lot of money in, all of a sudden taking this money back, this can cause a lot of harm here. Not send their money back to the country of origin, which can be harmful. This is partially correct. This is partially correct, but this is really, it summarizes everything. First, multinational corporations bring with them capital to invest in developing countries. Such a capital can be of utmost use in developing countries where there is no capital money here, okay? And
Yes.
where tremendous growth opportunities exist. But the problem here is taking this money back. So send, okay. I'm about to think that you're right. Because the problem here, we said that, but here I'm talking about taking the extra money, surplus money here. I mean the extra money. So let's go back again. Read carefully. So where is the problem here? The problem, he said that, yeah. Did he say that sending the surplus money here? Quick and mass repatriation. By the way, we can say repatriation or repatriation of such capital. So here, am I talking about sending the extra money or the capital itself? Look,
The capital.
the capital. But here your answer said that sending surplus money here. You know, surplus money here, I mean that extra money, extra quantity of money. But here the problem is sending the extra money or sending the capital itself. So D is more accurate than A. Clear, Ritaj?
Yes.
So please, you got to be accurate. I know that it's a tough one, but you need, at least when you read A and D, you need to stand and stare. Which one makes more sense? So the problem here, and look, yeah, for example, some countries, when they want to threaten other countries, they threat them to take back their capital and take back their money from this country. Okay, so D is more accurate because the problem here, or the threat, or the bane is actually taking the capital back, not taking the surplus money here. Surplus, I mean extra money. Okay, 24. It's a tough one, by the way, but actually it expands your mind, by the way. I like these kinds of questions because they make us think differently. In which of the following types of economies multinational corporations are interested in investing?
Um, developing economies, as
Yeah,
in,
of course, developing country. America itself, actually, by the way, if you read a lot about economy, they outsource a lot of things because uh, the laborers or the people who work in factories receive much less money than the people in America. So they outsource a lot of things, by the way. For example, most of the products are manufactured in Asia and Indonesia because here there the working class do not receive a lot of money. So this is here. They go to the developing countries. And I think that you notice that in a lot of countries here. They outsource. They ask other countries to manufacture for them, and they just have the brand name and they make all the money by giving them nothing, peanuts. Most of the Nike and Adidas and mobile phones are manufactured in China, Indonesia, Malaysia, and these places, developing countries here. So developing countries, what do you invest? What do you understand by the term repatriation? Re
sending someone back to their own
yeah,
country.
return return someone to their own country. And by the way, I heard this term from Trump. Actually, he was, by the way, working on a law in America to repatriate people with no visa, especially people who came from Mexico. And the opposite of repatriate is expatriate. For example, I'm Egyptian, but I work in Saudi Arabia, so I am expatriate. I mean that I left my country. I think you heard the word wafidin. Yeah, wafidin means expatriate. We're not nationalists. We're expatriates. Okay, so re repatriate to take people back. Expatriate or expatriate to take people or to remove people from their countries. Good. Yeah, that's wonderful. I like this passage very much. Yeah, it's so useful for the brain. Yeah, brain food. Thank you, Ritaj. You've done great job, and that's it for today.